Hey guys, it is Monday, December 1st, 2025, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. All right guys, we are in the final month of the year. Let's start the month off strong. The free VST plugins for today are as follows. So first up here, we have from Yuri Semenov YSLS, which is short for live strip. Next up here we have Valhalla Supermassive. This is not new, but there's a reason why we're talking about it today. And last for today we have Reflexive EQ. So let's jump to the download pages for each plugin real quickly. So Reflexive EQ, this is from Reflex Audio. That's the name of the developer. So pretty straightforward here. Add to cart, follow the steps, download it, it's free. And this is a dynamic EQ, which I always appreciate. For Valhalla Supermassive, this is the product page for Supermassive. From the developer Valhalla, DSP, click go to downloads, and I think you can just scroll down all the way to the bottom. Should be the last one. And see we have Mac and Windows options here for the installers, so choose accordingly. And for Yuri's plugin, as usual, the download link I provide will send you to a YouTube video where he's demonstrating the plugin. No talking, just music, and he's tweaking settings and showing you what the settings do pretty much. So you're always going to have to go to the description of the video right here, click more, and in the video description, that's where the download links are for Windows and for Mac. If you want to understand what this is saying, just use the translator function in your DAW to translate. But that's what I have pasted right here. Just a brief information about the plugin. All right, so let's jump over to the DAW. I don't have anything new, same arrangement from last time. Let's give it a quick listen, and then we'll look at the plugins. So let's first look at this EQ. So I have it on the cello. All right, so first and foremost, it is resizable. You go right here to the bottom corner and you can resize it. So let's reset the plugin to default. By default, this is what it looks like. If you left or right click in just the blank spectrogram area, it will bypass the entire plugin. So we have these nodes here. You only get 4 bands and they're all bell. There's no shelf, no low pass, high pass. It's just all bells, 4 of them. So when you click it, double click it, it turns green. That means it's active. And then you can just pull down. It's already in dynamic mode. And down here, we have some controls. So it'll tell you that we're looking at the settings for bell 1. And you can control the amplitude here of that bell. So you can turn up or turn down the gain here if you want to. Same thing with the frequency. We have frequency here. You can change the frequency here. And of course, you can change the Q. You just click and drag from left to right, or vice versa. Right here we have the attack time, release time. Attack goes as fast as 0 and as slow as 75 milliseconds. The release goes all the way to 300 milliseconds and goes as low as 10 milliseconds. Over here we have mute, solo for the band, and on, off. So pretty straightforward EQ stuff. You can push the band up for expansion or just pull it down. There's no range controls, none of that. It's pretty basic, but still very effective. They have presets here, so you can kick those around and see what it does. But it's pretty responsive, pretty smooth, dynamic EQ. Give it a try. Next up, let's look at Valhalla Supermassive. I didn't even load it yet. Let's do that real quick. So the thing with Valhalla DSP with Supermassive, what they've been doing ever since they released it, it was always free. It is resizable. They've been keeping it up to date. And what they've been doing every year around this time, around November, they release a new algorithm. So down here, we have a ton of algorithms. I forgot how many it is, but it's a big number. So you click down here and you have all these algorithms to choose from. So what they've been doing for the last couple of years, they'll release a new algorithm, and that is the Sirius algorithm right down here. So even just selecting that, it changes how the default preset reacts. So when you hover here, it'll give you an explanation down here on what the characteristics of that algorithm is doing. But it's definitely gonna change the way the presets react. Over here we have tons of presets, and what they always do is when they release the new algorithm, they always release a set of presets focused on that algorithm. So here now we have late 2025, and they have a bunch of serious presets. Last year it was the Pleiades, I think that's what it was called. 2023 was the Leo and the Virgo, so on and so forth. So very cool, something to always look forward to with Valhalla DSP is the release of new algorithms with a set of new presets tailored towards that algorithm. Very versatile. It is a reverb and delay plugin, so you can use it for either or a little bit of both. So I'm not gonna go too much into examples because this has been around for a while, and it's a reverb, it's a delay. Definitely, if you've never heard about it, go check it out, try it out for yourself, and see how it serves you. So last for today, we're gonna look at Yuri's new plugin. Like I said, every 7 to 10 days, he drops a new plugin. This should be it. So one thing I noticed on his last plugin, which for some reason I missed on a lot of the newer plugins for him that I've been reviewing, is that there is oversampling built in. So hit this cog and then we have oversampling, and it's usually up to 32x. So I've actually been utilizing it with my mixes over the last couple of weeks. I've been mixing down a lot of stuff that I built this year, things that I created, songs, all that good stuff. And I've been using a lot of these analog style plugins from Yuri, and I was able to utilize the oversampling. It was very effective. But let's go through this real quickly. So this is essentially EQ with a compressor and some other little bells and whistles, but that's the main crux of it. So up top here, going from top to bottom, left to right, we have over here the low frequency, and you can switch it from bell to shelf. So we have frequency section here ranging from 30 to 450 hertz, and then we have the gain for that band, and it goes from -18 to +18, well, 15. And while I am dialing it in, it's showing the number over here. So that's kind of handy. We're dealing with frequencies or gain. So in the middle here, we have low mid frequencies, high mid frequencies. So of course, these are bells. They have type 1, type 2, so most likely changes the type of the curve. And then over here, we have the bandwidth. So narrow, wide, and then you have frequency, gain. Same thing over here. And then outside here is the opposite to the low frequency. We have a high frequency. It can be a bell, it can be a shelf. Over here, we have soft clip, a soft clip button. And we have some dynamic pre's, which is dealing with the signal going to the detector. And then we have dynamic side change. So you can affect things here with those. Right here we have EQ on and off. That turns the whole EQ module on and off. And here we have volume range. So if you hit that, it's gonna double the volume range on the band. So now it's going all the way to 30 instead of 15. So that's kind of interesting. In this section here, we have high pass and low pass filters. So you can turn those on. You can change the slope with this button right here. So we have 6, 12, 18, 24 dB per octave slope. And then you can dial in your high pass or your low pass. We have this dynamics button. Okay, it adds this extra knob over here. Okay, it adds a little bit of dynamics to how that roll off is happening. So that's even more interesting. Down here we have, down here we have a compressor. So we have this circuitry button here for the drive. And then we have an amp button to just add 20 dBs right away. We have dB gain, we have the drive, and soft clipper on and off. Over here, compressor. So this is a preamp. This is a compressor. Over here is an expander. And then over here they have the entropy stuff, which is gonna add some randomness, some analog randomness, if you turn that on. So over here with the compressor, pretty straightforward. Turn it on. And then you have, what is this? Select attack value. Okay, so you have fast attack, 2 attack speeds here, but if you hit this, you can dial in the attack more intricately. Then we have the ratio, and we have smoosh. I don't know what that is, but that's what this outer knob does. So we grab it and slide up or down. Over here is threshold. And we have a soft knee for the threshold. Release, and I think this is add release range. I don't know what that means. But I think it might act like release and hold. So that's how those two might work together. Over here we have an expander, so you have pretty much standard expander stuff. You can switch it to gate or just expand, and we have threshold, range, release, and you can turn that on and off here. Entropy stuff, like I mentioned before, you can click here to get random channels. And when you mess with this, it's gonna create differences between the left and right. Some slight differences with the frequency. Here we have a clipper on the output section. We have flux to add more variation. And then there's an output fader to blend, do some mix, gain matching. And then the overall bypass button, which bypasses the entire plugin. And you get that big sign letting you know it is bypass. So another good job by Yuri as usual. Down here, we have the usual controls to change up the look. So let me flip through some of the presets and you'll see the look changes. And these presets are designed for specific situations. Bass guitar, default, dirty drum, BSS, I don't know what that is, drum kick, drum loop, drum room. So definitely check this out. Definitely worth a try. I'm looking forward to using this one this week on some vocals and see how it all works out. Definitely don't forget to engage that oversampling. It really does work well. Gives it a nice velvety vibe. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Check out those plugins. The link is in the description. It will take you to that blog page where you can click on the corresponding downloading links for those plugins. Also check the link in the description for my video series on PC specs and how it relates to music production. If you're looking to understand how your computer works along with your DAW, the computer's internal parts works along with your DAW to help power your DAW, give you a smooth experience when you are producing, mixing, mastering, whatever you're doing. Definitely check that out. It'll give you some insight on how it all works. So if you're having issues with your setup, your computer, where your DAW is stuttering, you're having latency issues, clicking, popping, a lot of distracting sounds, stuttering, your DAW is freezing and crashing a lot, definitely check out that series. It'll help you understand why that may be happening. Definitely I'm going to update that series going into 2026. I'm working on that right now. But check out the series that is there now. It was updated in 2021 from 2015. But it's due for an update now, so I'm working on it. But check out what's there. Also check out, there is a link in the description for a growing playlist for these videos that I do multiple times a week, presenting you guys with free VST plugins, 100% free. I try to bring you guys 100% free plugins. This Black Friday cycle has been very bad. It's annoying because people are not presenting free plugins, and everybody's kind of like going overboard with the Black Friday, kind of like trying to hit you with the FOMO, fear of missing out, the like ticking clock on these deals. The last, like, you got to get it today, it's gonna expire, free for a limited time. There was one I was checking out and it was earlier today, and it's first 1,000 downloads free for today. It's annoying. I present you guys with free VST plugins, 100% free. So just keep checking back, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You really don't need that many plugins. So a lot of times they're marketing all these plugins and making you feel like you have to get them. You really don't need them. The main thing you need is your volume knob and some EQ, maybe compression when you're mixing. And of course, if you want to get some spatial effects in there, but a lot of the other stuff, it's pretty unnecessary. Just grab some free plugins, guys. Check out my list, over 430 something videos there, presenting you guys with free VST plugins from all categories: instruments, effect plugins, utility plugins. So definitely check out that playlist. Finally, there is another growing playlist for my series that I started this year titled 52 Weeks of Reaper, where every week for 52 weeks, I'll be releasing a new video focusing on a key feature in Reaper, the Reaper digital audio workstation. That series is almost over. I release those videos every Saturday. This Saturday should be week 49. So we got about 3 more videos left to go. 52 weeks. The year is almost over. So definitely check that out. I've been having fun putting that series together, learning even more about my DAW. But that series is created to showcase what makes Reaper such an amazing DAW. It's very feature rich, very deep, very flexible and customizable. So definitely check out that series. All right, guys, check back later this week as I bring you guys with more, present you guys with more free VST plugins, 100% free. Until then, thanks for watching, and you will see me in the next video.